in order to create the first part I need for the next one, I will open SOLIDWORKS and start a new part. My part will end up being a board with a hole in the center. So I'm going to think about that now, in that as I start my initial sketch on the top plane, I will do so with a center rectangle at the origin, so I have that as a reference point in the future. Size of the board is going to be 3 inches in this direction and 6 inches in this direction. Once this is fully defined, exit the sketch, go to Feature with it highlighted, and extrude the boss base. It's going in an upward direction, which I want it to continue to go in an upward direction. And I'm going to make this board 3/8 of an inch thick. Now, I can do the math and type in 0.375 as 3/8 of an inch, its decimal equivalent. Or I can just type in 3/8. When I push enter, it will do that conversion for me. I will accept this. I'll click on the top face, use my shortcut menu here to start a sketch, push my space bar to go to top view, and look straight down at it. I'm now going to use the circle tool to make a circular hole. This is going to be a 1-inch hole. Finding the diameter should fully define the sketch as long as you started it from the origin like I did. Should be fully defined. Now I'm going to hit exit sketch. I'm going to hit the space bar, go back to, or I can do Control 7 to go to an isometric view. Sketch 2 highlighted. I'm going to go to extrude cut. I'm going to choose through all and accept that. This is now the shape and size that I want to. SOLIDWORKS has a lot more functionality, so what we're going to do next is we're going to actually tell it that we're making this board out of a piece of wood. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to SOLIDWORKS add-ins and make sure SOLIDWORKS simulation is turned off. For some strange reason, if simulation is turned on, it won't work. You'll also notice I used to have a simulation tab that now went away. Go back to features just because I'm used to seeing that menu. And right over here where it says material, not specified, this is where I'm going to make the change. I'm going to right click on it here. And though there are some commonly available materials that show in this shortcut menu, I'm going to go ahead and say edit material. We'll see this. And again, if you get an error coming here, your simulation is still turned on. They're now grouped in categories: steel, iron, aluminum, copper, titanium, zinc, other alloys. So all of those are our metals, some other metals down here as well, non-metals, glass, fiber. The one I'm looking for is wood. So when you get to wood down here, please pick that this is made out of maple. You'll see all sorts of big numbers here, but basically when I apply that this was made out of maple, not only will it change the appearance and make it now look like maple, but if I go to evaluate and I go to mass properties, I can also see that if this was made of maple, it would weigh exactly 0.11 pounds. Got the density, the volume, how much surface area there is, the center of mass, all sorts of great information here that I might be asked for as I make drawings in the future, especially this mass right here. I can go ahead and close that, and I will save this into my basics folder as board. If you'd like, you could even have made a folder for this project.